Emily, and I'm here at the Advanced Manufacturing Expo in Grand Rapids at the Marketing Metal Creator Space with the incredible Meaghan Ziemba of Mavens of Manufacturing.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing?
And Meaghan, tell us a little bit about your takeoff moment. When do you think the rocket ship lifted off?
Yeah, so when I first started Mavens, it was really just for fun and to keep my creative juices flowing, because I've been a tech writer for industry for a while now. And then I started Mavens, and there's actually two moments, three. So I've always followed Jake Hall and Joe Sullivan and Chris Luecke and Tony Gunn. Always admired what those guys were doing with storytelling and how they were advocating for manufacturing. So when Joe Sullivan reached out to me first, he was like, hey, I want you on my podcast to share your stories about Mavens. And I was like, wow, this is super cool. Well, then after that moment, Chris Luecke called me, and then Tony Gunn called me, and then Jake called me. So Joe's really the first guy that opened up his space, invited me in, and helped share the Maven story. So I always give him credit on getting me started and up and coming, and then the other guys just really kind of fast forward that momentum too. So I appreciate all of them, very thankful for all of them, and appreciate them being men allies for all of us women in the space.
Yeah, for sure. You've told me this story before, and I think I didn't know who Joe was at the time. And now that you say, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was Joe.
Yeah, they do really good stuff at Gorilla 76. Really fun group of guys, and just the content. He has a lot of respect from a lot of the top leadership in the sector that I've observed. That's just my opinion. You can disagree, whatever. But I just thought it was really cool that he took the time to reach out to me. It was a really fun interview. So appreciate you, Joe. Thank you.
And Jake Hall introduced us.
Yes.
2 years ago. It was the show 2 years ago. I saw Jake, and he was like, you need to meet Meaghan.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that he did.
So glad.
Again, I appreciate all of them because they do make those connections.
Yeah.
And I think that's great because the more that women can connect with each other in this space, other women outside of it can see that we're getting along and not competing with each other, and then they'll want to come and join our tribe, and that's how we got to pull more women in. So come join us. Have fun.
Us. 100%. So I know you have a lot of big goals and dreams for yourself.
I do.
If you're, say it's the future and you're looking down on your life like it's Earth from outer space, what are you going to be most excited about?
One of the things that I'm working towards is actually being on the TED Talk, because I really want to get known for Mavens, but not just here in the United States. I don't want to just be a national brand. I want to actually be an international brand. So I'm really hoping to get to the point of being a keynote speaker to a huge international show, maybe like Hanover Messe or Automatica or EMU, something like that. I would like to be one of their featured speakers. So that's what I'm working towards.
And you already have some stuff in the works.
Yeah.
What's next?
So I'm hoping to go to Ireland next year to speak to a school. I sent a bunch of t-shirts to them last year, and she actually just reached out to me, and she's really trying to get more women into the engineering field. So Ireland and the UK especially, I've talked to a lot of women within those spaces, and they're having the same issues of getting workforce, more talented people into the pipeline, especially women. So women have a general interest in engineering and manufacturing, but I think the education about what the opportunities look like is still lacking, so we need to do a better job there. But also just the overall support too. They don't know that there's other women in this sector thriving and doing amazing things. So it's up to people like you and I to actually share those stories and make those connections. And I'm just really excited because I've never been to Ireland before, so I definitely need to make it happen.
I'm excited for you. It's so cool. I spent 4 days there. It was amazing.
Awesome.
You're a rock star. You're known in the industry. People know who you are. And you have a ton going on. What is it that grounds you and kind of brings you back down to earth?
Definitely my kids. So I have 3 kids. I have a daughter who's going to be 20 in December, which is crazy because it feels like I just had her yesterday. And then I have 2 little boys who are 4 and 5. So they're definitely the place that I need to go to when I'm getting stressed out or frustrated because they just, I mean, they're my kids and I love them.
Yeah.
And coffee grounds me as well too.
Yeah,
So.
we need some of that.
Can't be a tea drinker. I definitely need some right now. I can't be a tea drinker. I just can't ever get on that tea wagon. It's nothing against tea drinkers. I've tried it before, but
yeah.
the
All
only time
power
I drink
to
it
you.
is when I'm sick. But when I need to wake up, I'm like, I gotta have coffee. And everybody, you should drink tea. It's so much better for you. And I'm like, I'm not looking for something healthy right now. Just trying to be awake.
Do you have any advice for other women that are lost in their career in manufacturing, or maybe looking, you know, from the outside looking in and thinking about
Yeah.
coming in?
So I think we're our own worst critics, and we need to stop doing that.
Yes, we do.
The whole imposter syndrome thing, I'm trying to like get a group of us together and ban that word, because I feel like, yes, we all suffer from it, but in order for us to thrive and be on our true pathways, we have to be better at taking risks and not question our abilities so much. There's a study out there where, like, when it comes to job descriptions, if we read a job description and only feel like we're 60% or 70% qualified for it, we won't even take the chance to apply for that job.
Yeah.
Whereas men, they'll look at it and they'll be like, oh, 60% qualified, I definitely will apply for this job. So I think we need to be more like men in that regard, where we just have to take risks and understand that failure is a sign of growth. It's not something that's forever. It's just in the moment.
Yep.
So what lessons can you learn with those failures, and how can you grow from them? But just be confident in who you are. And if stuff doesn't work out, it's not a big deal. It means that there's something else for you to work out. So just kind of be more optimistic, not so like guilt-ridden or shaming yourself for failing.
If you're not failing, you're not trying.
Right, exactly. Fall on your face.
Yes.
Fall on your face all the time.
Yes.
And just get back up.
As much as possible.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Come see Emily. Come see her.